We are back again, HackerProof, episode 4, season 2. Before I get started, make sure you guys are subscribed to all of us on all our social media platform, and we have a donation link below. If you want to keep this platform running and going, please go ahead and donate below and try to help this platform grow. And make sure you also subscribe to our newsletter if you're someone who's looking to know more about tech, know exactly what the industry trends are, know about different positions in tech, and just get basic training on those different positions. Subscribe to our newsletter because we provide that also. But we'll go ahead and get started. Today we have Tomisin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ServiceNow millionaire.
This guy trying to blow my spot.
He's been, you've been in the field for how long now?
For about 5 years.
You know what? Yeah. I'm going to let the ServiceNow millionaire introduce himself. I'm passing it over to you.
Yeah, man. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you all for having me here. Yeah. It's really dope. It's really nice in here. And I look at what you guys are doing and I get inspired, so okay. I just like, everything you guys got going on. So like Ugo said, my name is Tomisin. I'm a ServiceNow developer, really a senior technical consultant. Hey. That is my position. You know what I'm saying?
You don't like the millionaire title?
Not a millionaire. I'll take that. Future. Future. But I'll take the title right now too. So yeah. Okay. But yeah. So that's what I do. And I've been doing it for 5 years since 2020. Got my first position in 2020. COVID era. A lot of things happened
in the COVID era.
Yeah, a lot of things happened. A lot of things, put into motion. Started off, I guess you could say like fresher level. So like just doing these administration part of things for a higher education learning company. And then where we leverage ServiceNow. And as we all know, ServiceNow is basically, it's like a PaaS-based platform. So basically what they do is they leverage out their software, their application to other companies who have problems with like an IT ticketing system. So like that's how it started off as an IT ticketing system, but then it expanded to incorporate everything related everything related to like tech in general. Like, like it even got GRC. You really want to talk about it.
That's a knowledge base.
Yeah. It got GRC, it got CMDB. It has project management. Took that away from Jira. It got a whole bunch of stuff. So
I think with all those kind of those platforms like Confluence, Confluence, Atlassian, which is like Jira, Confluence, and everything. ServiceNow, they're all competing with each other. So they're trying to add in new features to make themselves bigger than the next one. Yeah,
but the problem is ServiceNow, like it started off as ticketing, so ITSM. Yeah. So incidents, you got SC task, you got all those other stuff, right? But then they immediately started leveraging themselves into other different applications, So they started, going into case management. They started going into project management. They started going into agile, all those different things to where other companies cannot compete with them.
Right.
So like when you're working at Jira, all y'all doing is doing projects, you know what I'm saying? Like just doing the project management, and that's all there is. So guess what they want to do? When they start leveraging ServiceNow, then they start doing integrations with Jira. Right. And they're pulling all those records from Jira into ServiceNow. So like basically your company is like dying little by little because ServiceNow is literally taking everything over. They have like the integration too, and they make it super easy, simple integrations with all these third-party applications.
Right. Just the API.
Yeah, and the API, and not even just that. Like they have like a super, I forgot what it's called, integration hub, and that's what they leverage and to connect with all these third parties and stuff like that. So, if you want to join the ship, go ahead, join the ship.
Dope,
that's what I'm here for.
I'd like to ask you, so how did you, you said COVID time, that's when you go into it. How did you get into it? What was your studies like? Yeah. Like, what did you, study? How did you get into it?
What was your entry route?
What's my entry? Yeah. So all right, so my dad, right, he works on SAP. Right.
SAP.
Yeah, he
was another big platform, right?
Yeah, really big, but really old, really ancient. Yeah. So, but he works on SAP, which is they deal with employees and stuff like that, like HR. I think HR systems. That's what
it's more like Salesforce. Is it CMS? What do you call? What is Salesforce considered? What is the platform? I just skip it. Yeah, because I
don't even know what Salesforce is. All I know is Salesforce is a competitor, and we be trying to like, you know,
we don't want to mention their name here, bro. They don't sponsor us.
Yeah. But if Salesforce would like to sponsor us, we are really open to it. Don't listen to Kobe.
Hey, even ServiceNow, if y'all want to sponsor, you know what I'm saying?
Now.
Take it.
All of them, you know. But yeah, like you were saying about my entry point. So basically, my dad did SAP, and then, you know, he was like, "Hey, look, like, you know, you have this knowledge, you did computer science, etc., but you want to kind of pivot, like you want to specialize in something, or at least you know, kind of know something." So then like my dad had a friend at church, you know what I'm saying? So he had a friend at church. You know, I'm African, so we always be at church, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, church, like church is not bad, you know. You
networking too.
Yeah, it's networking. You can build connections with other people and stuff like that. So really, church is not like terrible. That people try.
Nobody ever said that, by the way.
But you know, nowadays nobody want to go to church. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the older generation, they was always in church, and they had connections through church. You know what I'm saying? Right. I know we got to find different ways to make connections and stuff nowadays. Like, you know, like the mixers that we recently had and everything like that. But yeah, like I was saying, so he had a connection through church with the individual, with the guy who's my mentor,
right?
And he basically taught me ServiceNow. Like, he put me on, like he taught me, like literally through the kindness of his own heart, you know, taught me the system.
Oh, wow.
And you like going to? So I'll let you finish.
No, go ahead.
Were you going to meet him and just having like several different sessions, just learning exactly how you use the tool sets, or how was that mentorship session for you? Because mentorship sessions could be different. Some could just provide the information, or you could just be sitting with that person and watching them do
shadowing.
Shadowing. Yeah.
No, so for him, you know, he's a Nigerian guy, so he was leveraging the position to the max. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, but I know what.
But y'all know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're referring to.
We all know what I'm referring to.
All right. Welcome to tech.
Yeah, welcome. But yeah, so he, you know, he did what he was doing, leveraging everything cool. And when it came to the mentorship, he was basically teaching the class. He was already teaching the class with a lot of people in it. Maybe like a good 10 people or something like that. And he was making them pay. But he didn't make me pay. Real cool. Like, I honestly, I give it up to him. You know what I'm saying? For pretty much where I'm at today, I try to keep in contact with them to this day.
Shout out to that church, man.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to the church.
Shout
out to the church, the man, my mom, my dad. Shout out to everybody. You know. But yeah, so it was online. It was through Zoom. But he really had a liking towards me. So like, he, you know, sometimes I'll go over to his house and I would like watch what he's doing sometimes, or maybe try to help him out too, or he'll like give me some tasks to do, and I'll try to do it, but I was messing up. I ain't gonna lie. He was like, "Bro, you don't even know what you're doing." Like, he told me one day, he's like, "Bro, you don't even know what you're doing." And I'm like, "Bro, like, I'm trying, bro." You know.
But that's how you learn. That's how you learn. You gotta bring some stuff to learn.
Yeah, bro, I've been there before, man. I feel you.
I'm like, you know, I think I know what I'm doing because I'm learning, but like, I you know. So fast forward, you know, he taught me everything, taught me to the level I needed to be. Then eventually I took the course. No, not the course. I took the test, the ServiceNow test, and I passed it, right? And then I passed it, and then started interviewing for it. But while I was interviewing for other positions, I was still like studying. That's the thing that, you know, I want people to know, like, while you're interviewing, you should still be studying after you had that certification. True. You feel like you're good enough. You want to still study and everything like that. So then a couple months down the line, I got the position where that higher education like company. And, you know, it was really cool. It was during, you know, the whole COVID. I don't know. It was just cool. I had 2 interviews with the director himself, actually, my manager himself. And I had another interview, which was technical. So just like a personable type of interview at first, just to see what I know, like my knowledge with the director, how you know, like how we relate. And then I had a technical one right after.
I got a question. So a lot of people might know what ServiceNow is, might know how to integrate or use the platform as a user. But for you as a developer, what are you doing?
Exactly.
What am I doing? What am I doing? You know what's so crazy, man? You know what's really crazy? I have a
This is true.
No, I have a friend. I have a couple of friends, right? They software developers, you know, and front end and back end software developer. And he he's had to come into contact with ServiceNow, and for some reason, everybody I know who's like a front end or back end developer, and when they come into contact with ServiceNow, they hate it. Yeah. But I think they only hate it because it's like it's incident processing for them. So like for whatever issues, so they hate like the whole like seeing those incidents and things like that. They don't really understand the platform. They just don't want to see incidents. That's what I kind of gather from it. But from what I'm doing in particular, it's like, all right, so we build upon the platform. You know, like ServiceNow gives you an empty platform, shell. like a shell. But it works immediately out of the box, and they have out of the box scripts, out of the box things that you can leverage, and they primarily want you to keep things out of the box, but you can customize on the platform. And most companies are going to customize on there.
Based on their business needs.
Based on their business needs, right. Yeah. They're not going to just perform everything out of the box. But out of the box is the nature of the platform, but you can build on top of it. And what we create is things like business rules, which is just like a coding platform to do things when certain actions are being taken, right, on the platform. So we create business rules. We create UI policies.
What is UI policies?
UI policies is like, you ever been trying to fill out information on like just like on a website somewhere, and then like, you know, you're trying to log into your bank, right, or something like that, and let's say you you fill out your first name, and then you realize like you see the red asterisk that's required, the required asterisk, the red one, that's a UI policy. So it's basically making processes like mandatory or making things visible based upon the action that you're doing.
I've used ServiceNow before, but the way I used it, maybe you could. Kobe, were you going to ask something first?
No, you speak.
The way I used it is that, let's say, for example, I have a system like a cloud security posture. I'm integrating the ticket workflow to go to ServiceNow. So I've used it that way that working with the API, I go to ServiceNow development, and I put like whatever code that is provided to me from the cloud security posture management, I put it in there so I could grab those fields from the incidents. Table. Yes, and bring it. That's the only like level of expertise I have with it, but I don't really know all these other things you're talking about. So it's actually kind of interesting. You're bringing it up right now.
Yeah, so you're running an integration with the platform to retrieve fields that are on the platform that contains data that's relevant to what you guys need. You know, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so the development portion, you know, you'll have like stakeholders, and those stakeholders will tell you like, hey, for this particular area that we're working in, which can be like incident management, we need you to add a new field, like something super simple. Adding a new field takes like 2 minutes. Yeah. You know,
okay. Relax.
You know, adding a new field is nothing. You know, if you really work in ServiceNow, that's really nothing. But sometimes, you know, you can kind of drag it, but it's not just adding a new field. Like they can ask you that, and that's the most simplest form of doing anything.
But then it has to go through even adding a new field. Even though I'm just saying drag it along, it probably has to go through a change management process.
Exactly. Yeah. It has to go through a change management process. And guess what? We got change management in ServiceNow. We have our ServiceNow got its own change management. You know, with the whole cab, with everything. So we can everything that you want to do in IT, you can literally use ServiceNow for your entire process basically for most things. Okay. You got
So for somebody trying to I'm trying to switch over to what you're doing basically. How would you advise me skill set wise? What do I need to learn? Things of that nature.
Yeah. So I would say you trying to switch over to ServiceNow in particular, or just like
as
in general?
As a developer.
As a developer. So like all the developers out there who are like trying to make a switch into some type of cloud-based platform. Yeah. So you have to learn the actual application. You have to learn the foundational aspects of the application. So knowing, you know, whatever that entails, right? Like the different applications, knowing what this is, what's an incident, task, and stuff like that. And then
the use case too, right? That was the point.
Yeah, like the use cases too as well. And then ServiceNow they also have a learning platform. So what's really cool about ServiceNow that I don't think a lot of different cloud providers kind of have is they're very community driven. Yeah. And they're very like the community's large. Yeah. Like they have a learning platform that you can go and learn anything that you want on the platform.
Right.
About ServiceNow. Right?
About ServiceNow. Okay. And you can choose. No, that is never gonna be free because they're trying to
agreement, right?
Not even and they trying to weed people. They they trying to weed people away too. You know, because so the ServiceNow, this is the most basic one that everyone should have. It's a CSA, Certified System Application or something. What is it? Certified System, yeah. The CSA, that's what I just call it. And it's for ServiceNow.
Yeah.
And that's like kind of what you need. Is like, it's like the solution architect for AWS.
Right.
Like, it's like that.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then it's you know, you could take the learning on ServiceNow and it's decent enough. You know, it's not terrible. It's pretty good. But you'll still need to like make sure you're practicing, and you may need extra help, like a mentor, in order to like give you all the things that you're not thinking about, because you never worked in the field.
That's true.
Right.
So you don't know, like, you know, like the information, but you don't know how it's going to come across to you. You don't know what they're going to ask you of. You don't know how they're going to ask you of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a mentor can show you the different aspects of actually working at an actual software company.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Practical,
More
right?
practical than just what you're looking at the
you're right.
information. And most of it is self-taught too. So if you're not really paying attention, you're not like, you're going to miss some things. You know, if you're just trying to go through it just to get to the end, you're going to miss some things, you know?
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. So it feels like your job is more so working with processes and customization versus like fixing bugs and shit.
Oh, no. No, you good. No, but it's a mixture of both. So we're building things, and then we also fix issues.
Okay.
So like
What could be an issue?
What could be an issue?
Yeah, just as someone who's not in your position, trying to understand exactly what would be an issue that you will be fixing. What can you like? What example can you give us?
So like, okay, so generally speaking, ServiceNow doesn't. So they can have their own issues with their application, right? Because you know it's out of the box. They have their own thing, but they come out with things called patches, and the patches like fix those issues that they have natively.
Because it's a cloud-based solution.
Yeah, it's
so
a cloud-based.
they're providing the patches.
Patches in the solution.
Okay.
But since we can customize on it and we can build on top of it, some of the stuff we're customizing is going to have its own issues.
Okay.
Right.
So all our customizations can potentially have issues, you know, on top of it. So we're building things and we might be building issues too. Or
could it be like the
trapping
integration
ourselves.
from the system that you guys are integrating ServiceNow with?
Yeah.
Maybe there's something missing in that field, or that field changed and you have to change the value.
Exactly.
Right.
It can be stuff like that, but that's like
something minor, right?
that's something minor. That's not even an issue. That's more like a lack of communication.
Yeah.
Like maybe we ServiceNow upgraded, right? And then some of the fields changed or something like that. And the integration that's like leveraging the field.
The old field is
we didn't let them know.
Yeah.
And now like, oh, it's not pulling in the records.
Yeah.
Now it creates an incident, and now we gotta go in and like figure it out, get them to fix it. Or it could be stuff that you've created and they're like, okay, well, it's not working anymore. Now you got to go through and try to fix those bugs over something you created or something another developer created years before you. And now you got to go in and fix, why is this not working anymore?
And I think we're going to take a quick break. As we dive into maybe your earlier start in tech, I just want to make sure you guys are subscribing. Follow us on all social media platforms. And below, we have links for you to donate. This platform, again, if you value this platform and you like exactly what it's providing for you, as someone who's trying to get into the field or someone who's already in the field, please help this platform keep growing and keep staying alive, I guess. Keep staying alive. Donate below and subscribe to our newsletter, because we need that to be big. We need everyone that fucks with our platform to subscribe to it, because the more that you help us out, the more we're able to grow and bring industry expert and
y'all better
millionaire guests like him.
Y'all better make sure, man, to donate, because we're giving you information
that you won't get anywhere else, and it's being provided for free. So click the link below and try to help as much as you can, or whatever you can help with.
For sure.
But let's go into a little bit of your earlier start in tech. I'm guessing you didn't start directly from a ServiceNow developer. You had other experience, right?
I had like one other, because I got into ServiceNow almost immediately after I graduated college.
Oh wow!
Almost immediately.
So it was almost like your first.
Yeah, almost like my first.
Bro, you're a guru now.
No, I graduated college in 2019, and then that whole
5 years though.
Yeah, exactly. So in 2020, that's when I got the job.
Yeah.
But like that first year, I was like trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I was actually going towards AWS. I took that test, bro. That test, I failed the test. Like it was so hard, bro. Like
which one?
The solution architect. It was one of the hardest tests I've taken.
If you want to pass it again, I have notes for you.
Yeah, that's all you got to say, bro.
I have notes for you.
It was difficult in 2019, man. And then, so like I had one. It was some type of help desk position.
But that's how everybody usually starts.
Yeah, it was a help desk position.
So now that you're kind of basically expertise in
for sure.
ServiceNow development, what is starting salary and medium salary?
And
the
big stuff.
That's what people want to know. We can talk about Salesforce development all day, but at the end of the day, if they don't know how much you're making, So and the senior level, someone who's on their developer architect. I don't know if there's architecture.
I'll give y'all a range for sure. So I work for a consulting company, and the range. I'm a senior technical consultant, but you can definitely go higher in that ranking and stuff like that. It's definitely higher, but as a base pay, it's around 115K as a base pay. But you can probably leverage that depending on your skills, whatever you got going on. There's stuff that's different applications in ServiceNow that's really high in demand, like CMDB. That's one thing they love over there, like CMDB Discovery. You can probably get a higher pay for that. CSM, that's Customer Service Management. That's another one. And I would say like Integration Hub, like doing integrations or things of that nature.
So there's so many different applications that companies want to integrate with ServiceNow.
Yeah, and there's different things that you can like really pinpoint and focus on. Of course, you learn the foundational, but then you can pinpoint and focus on the stuff that is really in dire need today. You can leverage that to get a bigger bag.
Okay,
you said 115K for sure.
For starters.
For starters.
Okay, let's say you've been working as a developer for a long time, so you have that experience. You have that CMDB experience. You have that integration experience. Not talking about consulting, because sometimes consulting might not pay you the same amount as industry will pay you, like a company industry. What do you think someone who's trying to get that same position in the industry should be looking for to I know it's not 115, it has to be more than that.
Well, it really depends. Like, how do I say it? So it kind of depends, because the situation is, some companies like they're honestly I'm not.
Don't say too much. Say what you can.
From my experience, though, I feel like the ones that do probably pay the most is consulting.
Consulting, really?
From my experience, yeah, because you can go as high as you want. Like you can be a solution architecture in ServiceNow. I mean, you can do that for other companies too, but the situation is once you start, it depends on where you start.
Yeah.
So when you start somewhere, then let's say you gain more expertise and stuff like that. The company that you've been at for so long, what the pay raise is going to be? It's going to be what, a percentage and stuff like that. It's not going to be anything crazy. But let's say if you were to, but we're talking about beginners, right? Freshers or something like that. But if you were to start at, I would say like a solution architect, then like 150, 155, something like that, you know? But as a fresher, I would say like, hey, don't be expecting more than 100K.
Okay.
If you just coming in as a fresher.
But a fresher, with that fresher has experience. That fresher will have experience, right?
No.
Yeah, but you have to have experience if you're going to a specialized field. You can't just go into.
I mean, you could study what they do because you're fresh, right?
Yeah.
No, people who are fresh.
But I don't think there's no such thing as being a fresh in this service. That there's no way you can be a fresher.
You have to know something.
Yeah, you have to know something.
No,
I'm saying they know, so they studied the platform. They know something, but they're at intermediate level. They're like maybe a year of experience, something like that. I wouldn't expect. I wouldn't.
Just throw you in the dungeon.
I wouldn't expect you to make for you to be making like 115 off the bat, but you're definitely gonna hit like 95 to 100. Like definitely you're gonna hit the six figures for sure. But the higher you go, the more you will make. You know,
definitely.
So,
what do you enjoy about just being a ServiceNow developer? That there's there's a lot of things you're doing in tech, and you choose to specialize. Like, how do you see that like changing your career as you grow more in the field? Do you think that just being in ServiceNow, you're comfortable with that, or you want to be more maybe something else in the tech field?
So I've always thought about that. I still consistently think about that. And I definitely want to learn different cloud providers. And the thing is, because ServiceNow is so vast, and you can literally get we call it implementation specialist, right? you can get an implementation specialist certification in the different applications of ServiceNow.
Mm-hmm.
So like all those, and there's many applications.
Yeah.
So I can get even more certifications within what I'm already certified in for like something of expertise. And sometimes that kind of keeps me trapped into not having the time to learn something else because there's always so much to learn.
Well, it gets so much to learn already.
And that's the thing. There's so much to learn in it. I feel like it's extremely I feel like it's pretty secure just based upon how
every company needs
and how they try to stay competitive within the market. They don't let themselves just be comfortable. They're always introducing new things. They're always pushing.
Are they number one? They got to be number one.
They're number one. For ticketing. I mean, we still call them a ticketing platform, but they're number one for sure. They're expensive.
They are.
So you can't be a
mom and pop shop.
Mom and pop shop trying to leverage ServiceNow as you can't. You're probably gonna be a mid-sized company, because it's expensive to leverage that software.
I definitely have to reach out to my company to look more into it because we do have ServiceNow, but I don't know if it's just me, but I just use it as a ticketing system, honestly.
But there's no other, it's not used as a knowledge base or anything like that?
No, for me personally, no. Okay. Because I have too many things I'm working on. So if I want to do something, I just go quickly and create a ticket there, but I probably have to look into it to use it more.
But that's the thing, though. That's where you're at. There's somebody else who's using it in a different way. And there's somebody else that's developing on that.
No, but you would know.
I wouldn't know. Probably the guys in the infrastructure or the cloud guys probably use it more than I do.
Yeah. So it's always like that, though,
But I'll ask you a question, like a little bit off the topic, right? I know you came for our mixer, right? I wanted to know what pulled you to come and how was your experience like? How do you feel?
That's good. Go ahead.
All right. So that's a good question. So, recently I've been trying to get out of my house more because I work remote,
Right.
And sometimes you
fall in love with that. Introverto, being by yourself.
Being in your crib, just vibing, But I try to get outside, and recently I have a homeboy. Shout out to Richard. And he's a software developer.
Right? Is it the one with the corner thing?
Yeah. Y'all met him. Yeah, cool guy. And maybe he'll come out here and talk about little things.
Bring him on.
He cool. Yeah, but So he got me into going into more mixers and tech events and stuff like that. Like recently we went to Afro Tech, but that was more of a turn it up type.
You know the vibes.
Yeah, you know the vibes. But I recently definitely last year I started going to more events and stuff like that, and it's been really good meeting a lot of interesting people, talking to interesting people like you guys, and having good conversations and it motivates me to want to go get more, try to get the bag more. I'm trying to be like him.
Hey, goodness, man.
I'm trying to be like him.
Don't put me on the spot, man. I'm trying to be like you. See, how do you feel? Do you think you need more of that in Houston? How do you think that whole event went?
Bro, I think for sure, and I like the direction that Houston is going in with the whole the tech community. And I think we, it's growing from what I've seen, and I definitely want it to grow even more, so we can leverage and the stuff that we understand with each other, and just help each other out wherever there's there's need be, and build that community. Yeah,
I can say I can even add on to that. Houston is a city that has a lot of Africans from different countries, and why don't we leverage ourselves and just help ourselves understand different skill set needed, and where there's a whole bunch of African gather, we could maybe find different ways to invest, create new system, create new application, create new solution to help ourselves and help the greater community in hand.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. And a lot of these companies gotta start, moving their business over to Houston. I want them to. They should, and I think they're starting to.
Going. What was that company?
Apple
is coming here, and there's also some
Tesla is doing something.
Tesla, their factory, their mega factory is going to be in this area. So
we ready, man. We ready.
And they have the workforce, the people to support it too. What was it? Houston is one of the cities that everyone is moving to. I think there's a high number because of the cheap rent and cheap houses, right?
Yeah. And the amount of housing. And when my dad's in tech, and when growing up, I always used to watch him work and everything. And every time he would get a job, it was never in Houston, because Houston is not known. Wasn't at that time known. It didn't have a lot of tech jobs,
Right.
So he'll be flying out to Oregon, flying out to Florida.
Right.
That's where majority of things were. So hopefully all the companies listening to HackerProof, You know what I'm saying? Y'all come down here because we're really growing as a community.
And
so
also, we're looking for sponsors. So if you think your value and HackerProof value matches, please go ahead and
give us a call, bro.
info@hackerproof.com. Please go ahead and send us an email. And we'll be reaching out to a lot of sponsors because we're trying to make this in a platform for everyone where we could all talk about tech, talk about you as a founder, talk about what you're doing to help the community. So anyone who's interested, hit up info@hackerproof.com.
Yeah. Tomisin, I know, like, outside of tech, you do other things like YouTube, social media, and stuff like that. I'd like you to talk more about that, just so people know what's up.
All right, so thank you. So basically, I have a website. You know, I run Tommy Works, and it's basically a kind of like a mentorship program that I created to teach people ServiceNow too. Okay. So the reason why is because I started off with the mentor myself,
right?
And I noticed the importance in that. And I wanted to give back to people too, so I got that website. So if you guys are interested, just
in the bios, just give it.
If you guys are interested, just go to tommyworks.com and send me an email. You can email me through there, and then also I have a TikTok, and on my TikTok, I post little reels of just like certain like information of ServiceNow
that is needed.
Like little small things, like a minute, 30 seconds. You guys go there. It gets a lot of love because people are probably seem like they're interested. But you guys go there. You can learn like little small things. And then so also on YouTube. On YouTube, I stream a little bit about just different things I find interesting.
Okay,
and that's me in a nutshell.
Getting closer to the end of this, and we want to leave the floor open for our guests to ask us any question you'd like to know about HackerProof.
Yeah, for sure.
What we're doing. I'll leave it open for you to ask the question.
All right, awesome. Yeah, so again, I really appreciate all of you guys for allowing me to be here. And I think that what all of you guys are doing is amazing. It's really awesome. So for HackerProof, so what got you guys into wanting to start HackerProof, and what is your goal? Like, what is your end goal when it comes to what you guys are building here?
I was gonna start. So basically, right, when I met Daniel and Ugo, I was still learning to get into tech.
Yeah.
Right. So I was taking my certifications, I was learning. I didn't find a lot of people like myself and like Daniel, like Ugo, who were Africans in tech. So just having that community, having people I could pick up ideas from, learn from and stuff like that, was something that inspired me. And I was like, yo, if I got into it, somebody might also be needing that kind of help, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, and bro, Daniel brought me the idea. I was like, bro, let's do it, man.
Yeah.
Somebody like me definitely needs the help, right?
No, that's dope.
Yeah, the same thing. I think just, where there's a large amount of Africans gathered, it's easier for you to form something. And, we're doing it for our own self too. So why not form a community where we're able to help people, break into the field, creating entertaining events where people will come, network, learn from each other. Yeah. And just create some kind of training, run books and different kind of training for different kind of positions there in tech, like cloud, GRC, Sec, DevOps, SOC, and penetration testing. We have all those people in the midst of us. So why not create documentation, create books that helps train them, create events. We're also working on an application to help optimize your resume, help basically bring all the jobs into one platform so you can apply directly from there and help train you on exactly all the positions that you're applying for, so you know exactly what to expect when you get to the job. So I think we're a space that we're trying to make a difference, help people get into the field, and also just bring information that is not readily available to the public, and just help mentor them and create an atmosphere where they feel safe to share their own information and just share between the group. So I think we're heading down the right direction. In a couple of years, sometimes you have to have the, like previous guests say, you have to have the crazy mind and just have a crazy drive about what you're doing. It could be a $1 billion organization just by collaborating, working with each other, and just finding ways to, create value for the community.
No, that's dope. And I got like one more question for y'all. Yeah. So, you guys are all in tech. We're all in tech, obviously. So what do you guys like see that, just like in tech, like the next 10 years or the next 5 years? Like, where do you see tech going?
It's gonna be more.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a lot
more. And are you guys like strong in terms of like the job market in the tech industry? Because you know people getting all these people getting laid off and stuff like that.
I think
so
it all depends on the company you're working for, and again, it depends on what you're doing directly for that company. Like let's say us more in cybersecurity. Before you get rid of the cybersecurity team, you have to already get rid of a lot of other departments due to the fact that cybersecurity is securing your business. You're making sure that your business is protected. So I think our job security is good for as long as there's tech, there's AI, there's innovations being done happening in the field. We're gonna have a job. We might have to learn new skill sets to keep improving and changing. Because in the field that's currently is constantly changing. Yeah. But in terms of just having a job security, tech is one of the places that, even though there's a lot of layoffs, but having that knowledge helps you get a job as fast as you losing the job.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like 100% job security anywhere, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Like
you're right.
You could easily be laid off one day. But the thing is, to build yourself and make yourself an asset, right? Make yourself worthy. Like people see you and they say, oh, this guy developed this guy did this. You have different projects you can show that, oh yeah, this guy knows what he's doing. So when companies like see you, they want you on their team. They want you on the
I can add one thing. And being a part of HackerProof is a flex.
Oh, yeah.
So anybody that is part of HackerProof, you know, I don't want to speak too further, but it's a flex. It helps you out. So
it's definitely a flex.
Right.
I'm right here. I'm flexing right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here flexing.
My manager saw this one time. I was like, bro, this is so dope, man. I didn't even know you didn't know this. I was like, yeah, man.
For sure. I'm ingrained. So you guys become billionaires. You know, don't forget I was on the episode.
We got
4.
You, bro.
I was on episode 4. I'm a millionaire. Y'all a billionaire. You know
exactly. And who knows? In the future, there might be something we could work on together. Because the whole thing of having the communities, having people you can reach out to for events, for ideas, and just seeing exactly where their head is compared to you, and just seeing how you collaborate. So you've been here now. You're part of the community.
Sure.
And I think that's all. Thank you guys for watching episode 4 of season 2. Make sure you guys subscribe, donate, and follow us on all platforms. We're gonna be more active now. Look forward to more contests from each individual on the team as we show our different sides of tech and what we're doing. So look forward to that, and stay active. Bless.
Peace out.
Nice one.